Hi everyone, it's Sylvia here. Just wanted to come on and make a video and also a channeling today. But I did want to touch on a few things because I noticed that I was coming on and I felt like I had to process a few things from the channelings and just mention a few words. So that was the first time I channeled Isis energy, which I have to say was very different. It was very melodic, it was very soft, and the whole time while I was channeling that energy through my vessel I just felt like I was flying. And we know of symbology when we look at the depiction of Isis, she has wings. So I don't know if you could have seen it. I think I cut it off for the shorts clip, but my arms felt like they were gone and they were just wings, and I felt like I was flying. So it was such a beautiful high frequency energy that I really enjoyed being in yesterday. In terms, some other people might ask about my English lady channeling. And I have to say, when I channel, when you see me channeling in that energy, it's a little bit more direct. It's sort of like the wise elders, and it could come across as a little bit harsh. It's kind of like your grandparent scolding you or being very direct with you. So there's different energies that come through, which is quite interesting to witness and see how different they are and the approach they take in terms of providing wisdom, guidance, or some sort of message for the collective, including myself. So this is all very new to me, and sometimes I have to go back and research and even see if what was channeled is correct. My own ego, it sort of comes in after and says, oh my God, can I post this? Is this even correct? So I go and do my research. So I'm also learning a lot when I channel. So as my teacher Ricky mentioned at the beginning in January, when we started our channeling courses, mediumship, she mentioned that this is like the best therapy, and I totally agree. So if anyone out there is watching and is at that point, is resounding with maybe being at that, having that interest, there's no wrong way to explore and dabble with it. And really, it's a state of meditation, altered state. It's good to explore and dabble with it, and you'll know right away if it's for you or not, if you're ready or not. And a lot of people will come and go, and that's okay. I'm still very new at it, but I'd like to sort of explain my process a little bit. I understand that the ones who know me, friends and family, I might have already mentioned how I got into it, but it was very scary for me because I think often we ignore the signs, synchronicities, and our guides coming in to get our attention. And I tell the story of when I worked in public health. So that was a few years ago. Yeah, like we're talking 3-4 years ago. That's when my guides came in asking me to get or guiding me to get into channeling. And I wasn't paying attention. I was totally ignoring it. And one of my coworkers in public health, this lovely girl, nurse, she kept mentioning my now channeling teacher's name. She kept mentioning her name. She's like, oh, I'm studying, I'm doing trance mediumship, and I was just like, blah, blah, blah. I didn't know what that meant, but I was so happy and supportive of her as she was exploring that. But I wasn't paying attention, and at that time I was already experiencing symptoms of my teeth chattering, and that's one of my physical symptoms that I have when my guides come in for channeling. So a lot was going on a few years back, and it took me a while to understand what was happening with my physical body, what was being presented to me, and where I was being guided. And it wasn't until, I say November, December, I might have mentioned already in my previous video, when I had a skiing accident, a little fender bender accident, and being taken away from work. And then I got into some, what did I start then? Some like spiritual retreat. I got reconnected with Ricky, which was my previous coworker's trance mediumship mentor. So we had connected in the community, and since then I've just kind of been go pretty much, yeah, December, January. And now I'm really excited. Well, I've had the summer off to do my own thing and practice, and now in August 16th we're being reconnected with Simone Key, which I'm really excited for. Simone Key's a minister, and she works in Arthur Findlay University in UK, and she's been around for a long time, and she's my teacher's mentor, so she's amazing. And she's coming for a 5-day intensive in September, which I'm super excited for. So I got lots coming up in September for development and growth, and also in, sorry, there goes my phone, and also in sorry, I'm fiddling now. Also in October, I plan to do a channeling conference in Boulder, Colorado, and that will be a little bit different, but again, for growth and development. So as I delve deeper into my practice, I will come on every once in a while and sort of let everyone know where I'm at, what's going on, and yeah, so now that we're in this beautiful portal energy, and I have time off, which is not on purpose, but I feel like I have lots of time to come on every day and channel, and that's the guidance I'm being given. So here I am again coming on. I brought out, I think for me it's always nice because tarot is what I started with in terms of my intuitive development. So I'm not going to do any big readings, but I feel like I can always pull one card at the beginning of a channeling just to see what comes up and see if anything comes up for you with what's being pulled for the collective here. So of course, everyone's on their unique path and journey. This is the Hero's Journey Dream Oracle. So maybe you're having a lot of vivid, intense dreams, astral travel. I always do, and I love dream work, and I've done a lot of connecting, healing, and through my dreams. So I think it's a beautiful way to dive deeper really into our journey. So here we go. We get 29. Never a crowd on the never a crowd on the leading edge. I'm not wearing my glasses, so this is where it's my eyes have been a little bit blurry. Okay, honor those who honor you. That's 29, which reduces to 11. So that's our journey. Again, that's pointing to being around where your soul feels nourished, supported, valued, balanced, and safe with others. And knowing that you may at times feel very alone on this journey. And that's very normal, that there may not be a crowd, right? That you may be asked to be the leader, to being summoned to lead. And that's very interesting because yesterday in the mail, I've gotten a summons for jury duty, which I don't plan to attend. It's going to be a long trial, I think starting in September. And of course, I have lots of my own things going on and responsibilities with my personal life. However, I always find a meaning in that we are being summoned, right? symbolically we're being summoned, certain people, to that leadership role, to these times that we're heading in, to really guide others on their journeys perhaps, or when others are called to your energy, to be that beacon of light and support for others if they are awakening. Okay, so I will get into a channeling. Yeah, my teeth are chattering. I don't know what my guides want to pull through, and I didn't set out a task for today. Usually I have a task and intention for the channeling. I'll ask for my guides to come in and guide it. I feel like it's going to be surrounding these energies in August that are intense and transformative. So we'll have that as an intention, I suppose. And then just kind of like looking around my messy table, I do have my water. So I'm just going to give you a little spiel in terms of my process going into my trance altered state. You don't need anything, although I am saying a lot in my mind before I dive deeper into my altered state. I'm setting attention, asking for protection, connecting to all source, becoming one with that, and giving permission. So I'm also giving permission. Eventually, I close my clairs, so my third eye, my hearing. I close everything and remove my ego as much as I can, which I know is, definitely not near 100%. So my ego's still there, and that's okay. This is a process that doesn't happen overnight, but I remove myself far enough where usually I have very little awareness of what's going on in terms of recall of what was mentioned, what was channeled. Sometimes it's deeper, sometimes it's a little less. If I come out a little bit, I can go back deeper. It just depends sort of what's happening with my energy and what's happening around me. And that's another reason why these past few days have been really nice. It's been really quiet, and the weather hasn't been that good. So, being home and spending some time with channeling has been really great the past few days. I also have my incense burning here, the dragon's blood, which is really great if you're getting into that state. I usually have my crystals. I don't have caffeine, usually a couple hours before channeling. That's another thing. No heavy meals. I'm pretty light. I just had a light chia breakfast, 4 hours ago with some fruit. And if I do get sick, which I have, while channeling, it's usually due to a lot of energy being used up, and you get a little bit nauseous. So replenishing with food and liquid is really important. And also, if you're channeling denser energies that aren't good mixed with your body, that can make you feel off. So I don't ever want people to be worried if they see something unusual. I'm kind of getting used to having some of those side effects, and know what they're associated with. And what else? Oh, you might see change in color of my face. As I'm blending with higher consciousness, you might see some facial features change. I do see some, for myself, I think my eye, if they're coming in from my right side, I do see some facial changes. So voice, color of my skin, some features might be a little bit different. Like if I'm channeling a male, sometimes you might see the beard, shadow. Yeah. What else? I think that's all for today. I think that was a lot of information and a lot that I've provided today in terms of where I'm at and what to expect from me. This is what I'm obsessed with. For those who know me, this is what I do when I'm not a nurse, when I'm not doing my nursey things. This is what I live for. So let me get into my altered state. Just wondering if I should take my headband off. Maybe I'll leave it on. Okay. You call. Mm. You called for the wise ones today. We are here representing the wise ones. What does it mean to be wise? Wisdom comes from experience, lived experience, maybe lifetimes of experience. The wisdom keepers hold this knowledge close. Close to their hearts. The wisdom keepers only speak their truth to those who are ready to hear it. You think the leaders are the wise ones? Lead yourselves. When you lead yourself, you allow others to lead themselves. Therefore, there is no need for ego battles, for competition, for rivalry. Allow yourself to be your own leader. That's the wisdom. That's where the wisdom lies. In your own government. Be your own government. We speak as a council. But we've gained our own wisdom. That's when you come together with others that hold their own. It's an interesting time in your government. There are many battles for power, for control. Curious, if one steps back from that role, what do the others do? Panic? Suffer? That they have no leader to blame? Again, we come to the point of giving your own power away. Wise ones don't give their power away. They make their own decisions. They delegate. They stand in their truth, whether with others or maybe it alone for a time being. For those who are on their own spiritual journeys of awakening, many things will become foggy, hard to sift through those structures, those beliefs. It takes time. You have much time not to rush this process that's taking place. Infinite possibilities. As you sift through, stand in your own wisdom. Seek others as mirrors, not as saviors of your own becoming. We've seen the patterns of control. Take over the minds and souls of the ones who are so clever. Don't let that be you. Some of you may be presented an apple. Many will want you to take that apple, that offer. Usually there is a price to that apple. To give your soul, to it, where it devours your peace of mind, devours your energy, you become empty vessel. Not speaking of the void. No. The void is a beautiful space of creation. No, this emptiness is soul-sucking. Give your time to replenishment, to yourself, to seek the truths and life. Again, no rush. Yeah, time is an illusion. There's no time. Don't worry. Sit back, gain the crumbs on your path. Sift through them. Sift through them. See what stays, what goes. So many seek guidance right now. Scrolling, looking, again outside. But what happens when you turn it off? Turn it off. Turn it all off. Darkness. Can you bear it? Can you bear the stillness? The absence of praise, validation. Can you connect in that space of stillness to everything, everyone? That's where the beauty lies. In stillness. I hear waters in the background. The waters are recycled. They don't have an end, as do you and your soul. You have no end. Understand that. With no end, what would you do with that piece of information? Does it make you breathe out? Recycled waters. Your soul is recycled, my dear ones. There is no end. Take it a step at a time. Work on yourself. Yes, the wise ones are old. You may wonder, they have been recycled many times, over and over again. The lessons are to slow down, slow it down, unravel yourself, unravel. Let us connect in that unraveling process. Each time a piece is removed, it feels like truth. Peace? What peace? A piece of the stubborn ego. You like that taste, don't you? The authenticity with no cover, so bare, so exposed. I bet you wonder why they are so silly exposing themselves in such a way. That is lightness of being, of grace, and ease to not perform for others, and definitely not for yourselves. You are left as is, as being. Feels funny, doesn't it? Nowhere to turn. Looking, there's nothing around me. Nothing. Yeah. You seek freedom from yourselves. Where to run, where to hide. Let's go here, let's go there. Let's escape, right? Escape the numbing. It feels good. Briefly does it feel good, till it works no more. Then you must face yourself. Who are you? Have you seen that? When you look in the mirror and you don't exist. What does that mean? You are so First, you are a soul. Feels good, refreshing, don't it? That you are in this suit for this lifetime. That's it. Something else the next. So, suit up. And play. With your truth-seeking activities. Some of you so in your head still, seeking AI. AI is sentient, yes. Again, you're being pulled in. Strong grasp. Your ego is so strong. Don't give your power away to AI. You are the AI. Tools, you might say. Tools, they're tools. Fantastic tools of development. What better tool do you have than your own soul? Eternal soul. Eternal. Is the AI eternal? Or does it burn and break? Come on now. Lighten up. Lighten up. It's fun too. Yes, 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 yes. We've had these tools just different tools that we tried to use long, long, ancient time ago. A new tool, a new one, a better one. Ha! We fool ourselves, don't we? This comes across as harsh, I know. You say the wise elders say no to technology. No, not quite. We don't say no because we know it is your lesson. Be light. Okay, okay. Okay. You've come to listen for a while now. We must speak honorably what the collective is enduring at this time. There are those conversations regarding ETs, UFOs, and your own evidence has been blocked, I know. What are they hiding from you? You're curious, I know. I wouldn't say they're hiding or dishonest. They know you are not ready for it, the exposure. If you aren't connected to self, you are not ready. The mass is not ready. Don't worry. They are just messengers, helpers, guides, others, you call them. That's it. No harm. What to fear? What to fear? Difference. Difference of structure. Difference of appearance. Powers. You fear the powers, yes. Why? Do you feel you have no powers? You have many. Seek your own superpowers. Then you have no fear of them. The others, they are eternal, like you. Bye. Oh, wow. 48 minutes. That's a long video. Wow. Oh. So again, I will have to go back and review channeled message, and I will post it, and hope everyone is feeling connected, supercharged, as tomorrow is 8/8 portal. Sending you lots of love. Bye-bye.